From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Stephen Nehrenz.
Last several days certainly has featured a big drop in temperatures and a lot of winter cold and a lot of wintry mess as well. Hard to forget that the end of last week we had temperatures in the 60s and then we just tumbled several days below freezing. Obviously, we've as I mentioned earlier, we've been below freezing in Tulsa since about 3 a.m. Sunday. Finally got above freezing a couple hours ago. So Tulsa, 103 consecutive hours below freezing. That streak we've now broken. As we look to the north from downtown Tulsa, more blue sky, even compared to just 30 minutes ago. I showed you that shot close to the top of the newscast. That cloud deck continues to slide further into the Tulsa metro. Definitely good news. Basically, I-44 to the north, you're getting sunshine and a warm up today. South and east I-44, it's a little bit more tough sledding with the clouds hanging in and still some kind of lingering, nagging moisture here. Now, most of this is just going to be in the form of cold rain where the temperatures are finally just above freezing. This trails back to about Henrietta, Wetumpka, where it's about 30 to 31 degrees. So technically, you may still be getting a little bit of freezing rain for another hour or two in our far southern counties. The good news is, with temperatures at least pretty close to freezing, that 30, 31 degree range, that pretty well limits any sort of major icing impacts in most spots outside of elevated surfaces. So, it's still not out of the question that kind of along I-40 around Henrietta to Okemah, down to Dustin, Scipio, McAllister, Eufaula, you might still have a little bit of minor icing on a few elevated surfaces with this activity this afternoon, but that will start to go away. Up towards Chakotah, Muskogee, Tahlequah, Lake Tenkiller, it's at least about 32 to 33 degrees. That's at least not falling in the form of ice anymore. This is just on the tail end of what we know has been a major storm system. You've heard a lot about it. The just huge mess of ice this has produced for the last couple days running now in the DFW area. Austin got just absolutely hammered with ice. A lot of the bulk of the middle of the state of Texas just really got hammered with winter weather the past few days. Still some ice storm potential, ongoing, I should say, in southern Arkansas as this system slowly starts to lift away. Temperatures slightly flip-flop from what you might expect. Usually think kind of warmer south, colder to the north. Well, southern Oklahoma, we're under the cloud cover, still trying to break to freezing. 30s in Tulsa, low 40s to the north, and then it's warmest out in the Panhandle. Guyman is at 50 balmy degrees right now, and we'll get more of that kind of warm up in the days ahead, but that's where the most sunshine is today. Again, on our side of the state, we're still stuck for now just below freezing. Okemah, Okmulgee, Eufaula, Muskogee, McAllister. You'll slowly climb this afternoon. I mean, probably only mid-30s for highs to the south today, but at least some 40s north of Tulsa as that cloud deck continues to slowly progress northwest to southeast. So as I just mentioned, the spots that are still socked in right now, eventually that light rain will thin out and dissipate. Only mid-30s for highs kind of along and south of the I-40 corridor today. So above freezing, but not by much. Low to mid-40s here in Tulsa, Pryor, Grove, low 40s, and then upper 40s, northern Osage, northern Washington County, pushing 50 degrees out near Pawnee and Stillwater. A cold front's going to push in tonight, so during the late night hours, north winds increase, but that will sweep the moisture out of here finally. So it's going to be frigid tomorrow morning, but we're finally going to start to sink some of that drier air back into the region. Friday will be a chilly afternoon, even with sunshine. Highs generally lower 40s, but the reward keeps building into the weekend. The only thing that'll hold down our weekend temperatures more or less would be cloud cover. So right now we got highs mid-50s on Saturday, windy Saturday as well, strong south winds. And then on Sunday, as long as we don't have clouds lingering too far into the day, we're expecting highs pushing near 60 degrees. Want to go warmer than that? Well, I can do you one better as we head into Monday. Taking a look at the 7-day planner if you missed it earlier. So starting to gradually thaw things out these next couple of days. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we really kick the warm up into high gear with strong south winds. Feeling a whole lot better than we have the past several days once we get later into the weekend.